Boom! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in again, as usual. Much appreciation to everyone who's joining or who's already joined. I'm not going to waste too much time with this one. We're going to go straight into it just to give you some perspective. This is the holy month of Ramadan. What's taking place at the moment is taking place in holy places, in religious places where people are practicing their religion. At the same time, I want to give my reaction based on this whole equality business. So what I want to do is I want to go straight into this. By the way, disclaimer, this is not an attack on Israeli people as such. This is not an attack on Jewish people as such. This is not an attack in general. So for anybody who's watching and anybody that picks this up, please keep your mouth closed, because I'm not giving a biased perspective here. I'm just talking about the truth and what's actually taking place and what is not represented the way it should be in Western media, in Western culture, or in mainstream media in general. Thank God for social media in this aspect. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking crap. I'm gonna get straight into it. We're gonna watch here what the Israeli police or Israeli authorities in this situation have been doing during the month of Ramadan in terms of the Palestinians and in terms of the people who are practicing their religion, which are known as Muslims around the world, during this holy month. So without further ado, we're gonna go straight into it, and I'm going to give you my reactions. So we'll see, most likely going to get either cancelled or it's probably going to get taken down, but either way I think it's only fair for us to actually chase this up and follow through with it. This is inside a mosque, by the way. This is inside the mosque in Palestine, in Jerusalem. It's called Aqsa, and this is primarily where the Muslims go and practice their prayers and, you know, follow their religion and practice their religion. So this is a holy place for them. Obviously, there's been conflict over this for a very long time. We're fully aware of this. However, again, just another perspective. I'm so sick of this. I'm actually so sick of this. Every single bloody year this happens. They do this every year. It doesn't get covered the way it's supposed to be covered. No one really gives it any attention. I mean, this is, I don't know what this needs to be in order for people to really understand what's happening here. It makes me so angry. This is obviously filmed by the authorities themselves as they're walking in, of course. Look at this. Why do you need armed forces in a holy place? I really don't understand. During a holy month where Muslims are mostly at peace, you know, this is where they're practicing. This is where they're trying to be more pious. This is where they're trying to be closer to their religion, closer to their God, ideally. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but I just... I mean, look at this. Why? They found fireworks. They came in because there was fireworks. Is this the reason why? Okay, cool. I mean, so, you know, the frustrating thing about all of this is that we sit here and we watch year on year, day by day, news events that take place around the world. And this is a story that has been going on pretty much for as long as I can remember. It's the longest conflict that I can remember that's been taking place And the worst part about it is it's the least covered story. Why is it the least covered story? Well, it doesn't serve any interest for any of the mainstream media. It doesn't serve any interest for anybody to know the truth about what's happening in that region. I'm not here to try and dispute what's going on. I have my own perspectives on that, and people have heard my perspectives on this. I believe in peace, of course. I want nothing else but peace for everybody on this world. However, the Ukrainian situation is still ongoing. It has been ongoing for almost a year, I think, or a year and a bit, and I'm not knocking anything in this situation. We are talking a war that is taking place where both sides are equipped with the necessary equipment to defend themselves. So you have the Ukrainians who are obviously, being backed by Western powers such as Europe and America. And then you've got, on the other side, you've got the Russians, who we don't need to say much about in terms of... But in this situation, what are these people doing? They're fighting with sticks and rocks because obviously there's restrictions on people carrying arms in the country. Palestine is not considered a nation, so therefore it will never get the aid that it needs. And it happens year after year after year for as long as I can remember growing up. I've seen images of this. People being treated like animals, dehumanized during their time of worship. I mean, I want to see where this happens anywhere else in the world, in any other religious establishment or other religious property. And I want to see what the reaction would be with that. Why is it so different for these people? And I'm not talking exactly about Muslims here. I don't even want to talk about Muslims. I'm talking about the Palestinian people in general. Because Palestine also has Christians and also has Jews. And there's a lot of supporters for the Palestinians. So why does this happen on a year-to-year basis? Why are none of these top-notch, big-ass people that sit right at the top of everything, why are they not turning their attention to something like this? As long as there is conflict like this in the Middle East, there will never be peace anywhere around the world. Because this is such a central location. This is such an important location for all people around the world. In terms of geography, in terms of religion, in terms of economics, in terms of politics. What is it? I really want to just put my finger on it. I don't care what the reason is. People are going to tell me it's... Israeli saying it's Jews' land, or they're going to talk about the occupation, or Muslims are going to talk about it's their land, or it's... I don't care. I just want to know why it's consistently these... I'm probably going to get absolutely slaughtered for this, but again, like I said, I'm not talking about the Jewish people here. I'm talking about these Zionists. I'm talking about these authoritarian, dictatorial people such as Benjamin Netanyahu, who again, for some reason, is facing war crimes. And again, he has been elected into government again. And this keeps on happening. And nobody pays attention to it. No aid is being sent. No political powers are even getting involved in any way, shape or form. Everyone's just leaving this to happen on a year-by-year basis. And this is exactly what we see. Dehumanization of people who just want to go about their daily lives. Look at this. It's unnecessary. This is the thing that frustrated me the most. I saw this, but I just had to react to this. But again, just pay attention. Look, why? Let's go back to that. I just want to show that image because obviously they don't show it enough here. Look at this. Every single year in America, a policeman shoots someone. Okay? And most of the time, a lot of the times, it's an African American or a black male, let's say. All right? In many situations. The whole world goes crazy. We go nuts on the American police. We go nuts on the American authorities. When the police do something in this country, we lose our absolute marbles. And then when we see something, this is a woman. This is not even, she's being manhandled by another woman and by police officers around her. I mean, it's unnecessary. What is this for? This doesn't make any sense in anyone's vocabulary, in anyone's perspective, in anyone's lives. What are they achieving, these guys? And the worst part about it is, these bloody officers are probably proud of what they're doing. And if they're not, there's nothing they can do about it. They have to keep their mouth shut. But nonetheless, they have a choice. They can leave. I'm just trying to keep it together, because every single year I see this. And every single year the coverage is the same. And every single year it's going to come out and it's going to get manipulated in some way, shape or form that we raided the mosque because we got a tip that there was going to be some sort of terrorism activity. How can there be terrorism activity in a country that has no resources? They've got very little aid. The education system almost doesn't exist. Their medical system doesn't exist. They got, everything is so simple, everything is so small, everything is so little. They've all been displaced from their homes. I'm gonna leave it there for the meantime. Guys, share the video, because the best thing we can do without violence is share it, show the world what's really happening. Please, this is not me trying to instigate people to lose their marbles or go crazy or start throwing their opinions left, right, center. But this is very important that we share these kind of images to more and more people that see it, because I believe the truth is coming out more and more on a yearly basis. It is being hard to contain thanks to the internet, and hopefully with enough people seeing this around the world and enough people actually understanding what's happening, hopefully we can start putting some kind of pressure on the people that control the world and the people in power to start trying to implement some kind of equality. This is where we need equality and fairness in the way people live their lives in Palestine. This is Right Off Chronicles. Guys, I'm not going to say I hope you enjoyed the video, but please share it if you can. Look after yourselves and each other. Peace and love to all. Boom. I'm out till the next one.